Hey everybody, it's Roberto. You'll notice that I don't have my typical setup. I'm actually in New York City with a really amazing view. This is fantastic. But the cool thing is that I am shooting this entire video on my new camera, the Sony RX100 V. This is a $1,000 vlogging camera. You guys might remember that recently I got myself a $200 vlogging camera that I reviewed, and I kind of am interested in comparing these a little bit later. But right now, I just wanted to show you guys some of the footage and what I've been up to here in New York. It has been great. I'll have a full review of this camera after I've used it a little bit longer, but right now what you're hearing is the in-camera audio straight up. So that's what the audio actually sounds like on this vlogging camera, which from my experience has actually been really good. The autofocusing is really fast on this, so if I just like do this, see, it just snaps into focus and it can figure it out. That's amazing, right? So this camera, from everything that I've seen and experienced, is fantastic. I love what it can do with slow-mo. I think it's amazing overall for getting really great snapshots when you're traveling. The build quality is solid, it feels really robust. And the in-camera stabilization is actually working out really well for what I'm doing. So as far as whether this camera is worth it, you guys will have to kind of decide some of that for yourself, but I'm gonna be showing you guys some footage here of what this camera can really do. Now, buying this camera was something that was influenced by my friend Sarah Dici. She actually is a YouTube vlogger living here in New York, and she does like some amazing stuff with this camera. And so while I'm not a vlogger all the time, and I usually only do it for my motivational videos, which I do in front of like my bookshelf, or I'll do it when I'm traveling from my iPhone, I decided to actually pick this camera up because I found out that I could really use this for a lot of cool things besides just vlogging. On the go, for getting candids and B-roll footage very easily, it's actually much more convenient than if I pull out my mirrorless DSLR, which is my Panasonic Lumix G7. So that actually is super practical for me in terms of being able to always get great shots, great examples of stills, or even shoot really cool convenient time lapses without killing my phone's battery or without having to pull out a bulky DSLR. This is actually also less inconspicuous when I'm traveling or when I'm in different environments, to just be able to pull this out and get footage, or if I'm talking to somebody to be able to have like some behind the scenes, and also just setting this up in a corner somewhere when I'm taking a meeting or when I'm doing something to get that to use as B-roll later, just works out really well. In terms of image quality, the camera, as you can see, is fantastic. It can also do pretty well in low light situations. One thing that I'll bring up in my review that a lot of people haven't brought up or talked about is how it handles contrast detection if you're somebody with a darker complexion. If you're in low light situations, the autofocusing actually isn't as good for you. If you're somebody that, has a darker complexion, you're going to be more likely to blend into the background unless you have really good front lighting. So that's something to consider. Even with this having an f1.8 to f2.8 lens, you still have to worry about that when it's super low light. And so that's just something that I would think about, just depending on what your complexion is. And if you feel like you're going to do a lot of low light shooting, then even with the automatic settings and auto ISO, it may not come out the way that you're hoping, or your footage might be more blurry when you're doing vlogging and selfie mode stuff than you might like. Like I said, I really dig this camera. It's helped me get some amazing shots, especially these fantastic views that I have out of my window every morning while I'm here. So this camera, in my opinion, is definitely a good investment for the type of things I want to do. If you are just trying to start out as a YouTube vlogger, it might be overkill for you. But I honestly think this might be the best overall vlogging camera that's been made so far. I love that it can shoot 4K video if that's an option you want. It will only be able to do that for like 5 minutes at a time. The slow-mo features are tremendous. The overall image quality, image stabilization, the fast autofocusing, the in-camera audio, all make these things, in my mind, a solid investment and a good camera to buy. And I will say that's definitely one of my favorite cameras, and I've enjoyed using Sony cameras in the past. You guys see that I've done a review of the a6000 back in the day. I've done some stuff with the a7R II that I borrowed. So I'm really digging what Sony is doing, and I think that this is an amazing camera for the money. There are some other great point and shoot and travel cameras and vlogging cameras out there, but I still feel overall that this might be the best, if not one of the top 3 out there. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, I'd love to know what you guys think of the footage using this camera. Let me know about how you think that came out in the comment section. Also, what cameras are you interested in me reviewing in the future? Are you interested in me reviewing more of the Panasonic stuff, the Sonys, more point and shoots, camcorders? Let me know that. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome stuff on the channel. Also, check out my friend Sarah Dietschy's vlogs. I think they're really amazing. And if you want to see what this camera can really do, she's a fantastic example of that. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.